been into poetry since I was in grade school. Even in 8th grade, I had a few things published with a few other students in the class, but I didn't really give it much thought. And then, I just kept seeing it resurface around me. I would go to events and I would see sometimes other poets, and I'd always sort of want to be up there and giving it a shot also, but I was just very self-conscious. I grew up very self-conscious. And so I sort of always knew that I wanted to share words, and especially because I have such a passion for language. Just the root of words, the way they're used, and it's the difference between calling something really cool and calling something magnificent, for example. It's the way you use your language, and it's there for a reason, and our purpose is to use it and to share it. So that's sort of how I know that I'm into poetry, because I love words, and I love manipulating them and using them in various sequences. For me, to be completely honest, I became tired of sort of waiting for the perfect time to do it. So I mean, honestly, this past summer was when I really sort of started writing full adult poems, if you will. And then I just set the date, to be honest. I went to the New Eureka, I went one time in June, and I saw them there, and I really put it in my mind that it was something that I wanted to do. And then I was like searching for venues online, and when I found Inspired Word, the name, I guess, just captivated me. So that's where I decided to do it. And I mean, honestly, I just got tired of waiting, to be honest. I mean, I think we all struggle with sort of self-hate, borderline doubt. So I mean, for me, the dark side of me is like, I don't deserve it, maybe. And then, the brighter side of me is like, I kind of really worked hard for it. I mean, we were given a topic, and we had to memorize it in a week, and that was for 3 consecutive weeks in a row, and I really, really worked hard for it. So I mean, I'm proud of it, but I feel like I still have so much work to do. But I mean, I'm grateful for the experience, because more so than just myself, I was actually honored to be a part of something that sort of raises the caliber for the art and not necessarily the individual. And it's sort of the Poetry Idol sort of scene felt like it was more about the art and less about the individual person. I don't have an exact definition of where I wanted to go, only because I don't want to sort of be married to a certain idea then have it limit me. But in general, I mean, I tend to gravitate towards writing about topics that are actually going on in the world, not even necessarily in the US, outside places. And I just feel, I feel that words in particular bridge people faster than, traveling, and faster than planes, and faster than cars. And I honestly, I mean, a big passion of mine, I majored in criminal justice in school, and I always toyed in my idea about how I could sort of use my adult life to sort of get closer to that. And to be honest, I'd really love to travel juvenile facilities and tour in maybe juvenile facilities and teach kids that they could get themselves out of their predicament with poetry. And I think I think a lot of kids are in the criminal justice system, and sometimes I guess they just need someone to really tell them that they can sort of do something about their situation. So that really hits close to home for me, and it's really something in my heart that I'd really love to do.